is your food processor. This is a powerful food processor, but if you're like me and you only get out that big luggy one once a year just because it's so hard and heavy and it's so difficult to clean, you will love the mini food processor. It's mini but mighty. It's $49.95. $9.99 on FlexPay, and we've got 3 colors available for you. This is the gray. We have it in red, which is always so popular. It will go beautifully with all of the red cookware that you're picking up today. And then we also have it in black. This is for salsas, for shredding, for slicing, for your fresh-made hummus, your fresh-made guacamole, anything that you would do in your big food processor, but you wouldn't want to get it out. This is going to be your go-to. You're going to keep it out on the counter because it's got such a great small footprint, but of course it's lightweight enough to be able to put away. 660-017, that's your item number. And Chef Curtis Stone, this is, I mean, this is such a great little sous chef.
It sure is, and what I always thought about was those big food processors. They're amazing, they work really well, but they're heavy, they're cumbersome, they're hard to store. The biggest problem of all is the bowl is too big and you end up chasing food around. Because let's face it, when we're at home, we're not cooking for an army, we're just cooking for a small group. What I'm doing here is a salsa. 3 tomatoes, an onion, some peppers, some cilantro. You go ahead, you pop your lid on, it's that simple. In 2 seconds, literally in 2 seconds, you've got a rough chopped salsa, right? You go ahead, you lift that up, watch this salsa pour out of here. That's simple and fast. If you want to make guacamole, imagine how quick and easy it is when you've got the right tool. There's 350 watts, you guys, which just gives you that incredible power. Look at all that guacamole. I'll put a whole chili. You don't have to peel it. You don't have to like chop it up before you put it in, of course. The cilantro goes in as well. If you want chunky salsa, give it 2 seconds. If you want it perfectly smooth, give it 5. I like it kind of in the middle, so let's give it maybe 4 or 5 seconds, wait for that pepper to get down there, and there we go. We've got the most delicious looking guacamole done in just seconds. Another one of my 5-piece utensils I'm going to use. This is my spatula. So think about all of the chopping and dicing. Now, I'm very lucky. I have Rochelle, right? She's my incredible right hand in the kitchen, but you can have one too. When you pick this up, everything becomes a whole lot easier because I'm moving down here. You know how much we pay for those vegetables that we call rices, like cauliflower rice? Look at this, I threw cauliflower florets in there. I'm gonna go ahead. It just happens so fast, right? The other thing that I've done here is I've put suction cups underneath there, so it won't bounce around, which is another amazing feature. You've got pulse over here, and then if you want, you've got 1 and 2 on the other side, right? So we can go ahead, get our cauliflower out of there, and have a look at how it rices that cauliflower so effortlessly, right? Think about all the chopping that you're gonna do. I'm gonna throw my onions in next, in the same bin. You pop the lid on. In literally 2 seconds, your onions are chopped. So if you want it finer, you give it another couple of seconds and then it'll be perfectly minced up, right? So again, you won't believe it until it actually comes out. Look at that onion, chopped in seconds. You remove the rest with your spatula, and we've actually designed that spatula so it gets into all the little nooks and crannies. Chopping carrots, even hard vegetables like that. Oh, I forgot to put the blade in. You can tell I like this little machine, can't you? The thing is, we've put the same amount of power into this mini food processor that you actually put into one of the big guys. So I popped that on. Literally 2 seconds later, you've got perfectly chopped carrots. Now, if you want them finer, you just give it another second, right? Same with the celery. Take your... Oh, I did it again. You got to put the blade in first, Curtis. You put the blade in, then you go ahead and throw in your celery. So think about all of the chopping, the soups, the stews, all that stuff that you'll be making. And like I said, you can leave it coarse, or you can take it really fine. I left my carrots really nice and coarse, but have a look at how fine I've taken my celery, and that you're in charge of exactly how far you take all of this stuff. Now, don't just think of this as a food processor, because it slices, it grates, it's got an endless chute, right? So what I mean by that is this chute will just keep going as much as you let it. So I'm going to go ahead, turn that on, a really hard cheese like a manchego. Let's go ahead and shred that baby up. And you'll see it in seconds. Look at how quickly and easily that just did that, right? So whether it's a hard cheese like that manchego, or if you want to do like a tasty cheddar, let's say, I go ahead, Same deal. Whoop. And you can do as much as you like. You might need a bigger bowl, or you might need several bowls, but think about the vegetables as well as the cheese that you'll be able to do. The next attachment that I really want to show you, it's probably my favorite. It's the emulsifying disc. Now, why is that so cool? I put that in there, I go ahead and drop some cream in here. You know when you're having a slice of pie and you think to yourself, I wish I just had one dollop of whipped cream. Well, now you can have it. You can whip that cream in, I'm not joking you, 2 to 3 seconds. You ready? We'll turn it on 2. 1, 2, let's call it 3, and our cream is whipped. It is that quick, that simple, and that emulsifying blade, I mean, check this out. So when you're doing your pies, you've now got perfectly whipped cream every single time, and just the right amount. I was actually serving my kids a lemon meringue pie the other night for dessert, and I thought, oh, the poor kids, I'd love to give them a dollop of cream. And I was like, I'm a food processor, so that you can do it. Really, really quick and simple. Okay, Matt. Oh,
I was just gonna say, I wish that I ever only wanted a dollop of whipped cream, but this 2 cups is plenty. Plenty. I could definitely go with that. We do have it available in red, gray, and black, and I'm glad that you're showing us all of the different options because we can chop and shred and whip and make hummus and guacamole and salsa. So I know you made a nice mirepoix there for us to be able to have as our soup base. There's so much you can do with this.
There really is, and look, I'm going to make a little pesto here because when you think about buying things like pesto, think about the preservatives, the salt, the sugar, all the stuff that you might not want to put into that pesto or that dressing or that vinaigrette or that puree that the stores are putting in. Look, basil, Parmesan cheese, some pine nuts. By the way, these are my little silicone pinch bowls. They're available. You can make a pesto out of basically anything, by the way. You can use arugula, you can use spinach. I'm using basil and spinach here. A little bit of olive oil. If you want to put vinegar, you can. You go ahead, you attach your lid very, very simply like that. And then you go ahead, you turn it on again, just a few seconds, and you've got this gorgeous pesto. If you want it to be coarse like that, stop it after 2 seconds. You can see it. If you want it to be perfectly pureed, give it another 4 or 5 seconds, right? Then it'll work. Because of the 350 watts that we've put into this beautiful little machine, it is super strong and super efficient. I dump that pesto in, and in here I've got some pasta, some olives, maybe some sun-dried tomatoes, and then I just toss that together, and you've got a gorgeous little pasta salad. You know, my kids love this kind of thing. So easy to make and so good for them too. You know, they have no idea that they're eating all of those vegetables and getting all of that nutrition. Talk about vinaigrettes. Come over here with me. I've got some honey and some mustard. I'm going to dump that in. I've got a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, and then I want to put in some parsley, some basil, some mint, a little bit of lemon juice, some red wine vinegar. You dump the whole thing in, pick up your lid. Again, you're going to pop it on, and in seconds, you have made yourself a wonderful vinaigrette. Remove the lid, and then you're going to go ahead and just pour that straight over the top of your salad. I mean, how good does that look, you guys? You'll never buy another dressing again, and to me, that is the key. By the way, everything I'm using, my melamine bowls here, these gorgeous new servers that we have, everything's available. But come over here, because I want you to see the grating power that this has. Again, that endless chute means that you can grate as much as you wish. You just need to get a couple of bowls ready, that's all. Go ahead and turn that on to 2. Let's start with something easy like cucumber, shall we? We put in those whole cucumbers and you will see them go through there in seconds. Let's do zucchini next. Same deal, it goes straight through so quickly. Now, why I'm calling this the endless chute is I could just keep going. I could put 50 zucchinis through here if I had enough bowls. And then let's do a hard vegetable, because it's easy to do zucchini or cucumber. What about carrots? Let's go ahead. One after the other, you can even put them in 2 at a time, and you can see how quickly, simply and effortlessly that goes through. So you're able to grate as much vegetable and as much cheese as you would like. Next, I'm going to do a smoothie. I'm coming all the way down here. So I actually made a sorbet the other day with frozen raspberries, and it was so delicious. But by putting in some yogurt, taking a little like almond milk, And then fresh berries, you can do bananas, smoothies as well. This is what my kids wake up to most mornings, the lucky little guys, because I love giving them the nutrition without making it a thing. If you say, sit down and eat that plate of fruit, they're like, really, Dad? But if you say, I made you a delicious drink, they're straight into it. So you can see how quick and simple that really is. You go ahead, lift that lid, and I've got a little glass right here. Pour it on in. So delicious. I mean, who doesn't want that first thing in the morning? Good morning.
I love it. And it does have a 2-cup capacity, so it's perfect for prep, but also for your dips, for the drink like you just made, a smoothie. I wouldn't even have thought of that. The perfect whipped cream. I love to put a little Bailey's in mine. They don't make that in the store. And a great way with the food processor to really unprocess your foods. So now you know exactly what's in the dressings, what's in your salsa. You want it a little spicier, somebody else wants it a little bit less. You want it chunky or smooth. You've got the control right here. This is the red. We have it in gray. We also have it in black. This is perfect to coordinate with our today's special, and you're getting all of the blades that Chef Curtis was demonstrating. So you've got slicing, you've got grating, you do also have chopping and whipping and emulsifying, and then you have the 2-cup capacity, but this is endless. So you can use your own bowl. You're even getting that pusher as well. Everything that you need, and it's not costing hundreds of dollars like your giant food processor. And with this one in particular, you will use it. That 350 watts makes it really powerful. $9.99 to get it home. And Chef, I know you have a few more demos in our last couple minutes.
I do. I'm still going to, we have just a handful of those kettles, so I'm going to show you that in just a minute, but I want you to just see how much vegetable you can put through here. So my carrots are going in. Even potatoes, you guys. Hard vegetables like potatoes, straight on through. You know, there's just so much that you'll be grating, slicing. I haven't even shown you the slicing attachment. You know, there's just so much that you'll be able to do, but we do have to move on. I've got just a couple of seconds over here. Look at this gorgeous kettle. You know, there's something so appealing about being able to see through the window of that kettle, right? Now, you can see how quickly and instantly that comes to the boil, right? I've pressed 2